So what kind of technology? Well, I really focus on the vaginal rejuvenation portion of what Empower RF has to offer, although there's other little tools and gadgets that didn't really need to come right away. This is really the focus of the complaints that I've been hearing in the last 3.5 years that I've been working with women and their hormones. So one of the biggest things is EMS, so electrical muscle stimulation, a lot like a TENS unit. What we're trying to do is contract all the pelvic muscles, and your brain can only do so many at once, right? You're sitting there, you have to really think about it, and they're not always as strong as they need to be. This gives you a stronger Kegel and more of them in a very short period of time. So this is something that goes in and we spend a certain amount of time kind of working on, depending on what else we're doing. Very much needed. This is great after you've had that baby. This is great when things are leaking and we gotta work on that pelvic floor work. So a great way to get things started. The next one is the Forma V. This has heat. So this is tiny, like way smaller than a pelvic ultrasound. And what we're trying to do is warm up all the vaginal tissue, warm up externally, and we're bringing all kinds of blood flow. When we do that, you have more lubrication, right? On the outside, well, inside too, we add that heat. Part of that response ends up being a tightening effect. So we're tightening things inside, we're tightening things outside, and we're warming up the muscles underneath so that the V-tone can do a lot more, or the Morpheus can do more. And this uses the bifrequency part of it to get the heat going. So this is something that I'm looking at chronic infections. So urinary tract, yeast, bacterial vaginosis. This is very helpful when I'm working on hidradenitis suppurativa or lichen sclerosis. And this also helps with urinary incontinence. So this is definitely a big one that I have in most everybody's plan. But the one that I'm really most excited because it does the most work is the Morpheus 8V. So this is microneedling. This is 24 microneedles, tiny little spot here, that we're looking to do microneedling, things that you'd already do to your face, but we're doing it inside the vagina. Part of why that becomes very important is that there are areas from the bladder going out through the urethra that we need to really work to focus on to substantially help with that urinary incontinence and stress incontinence that women have. And both, actually all three do, but Forma and the Morpheus, they help a lot with sensation. And both play a part, particularly for sensation. This outside, this will help shrink back hoods to expose parts that help with that sensation piece. Not to mention the blood flow. Contracting muscles play a big part in sensation. So this is a big one. And then this one really helps with that blood flow, sensation, the incontinence piece, the skin issues. So all of them have a lot of overlapping benefits, and a lot of them I'm using together to get different ways to help the same problem. But the list can be big, and it really comes down to what kind of strength you have down there, what kind of skin tissue, what kind of symptoms are you having. The big thing at the Reju Clinic is your symptoms matter. So you heard that, right? That wasn't a dream. Your symptoms matter. No one here is going to say to you that this is just aging. This is just how it is. Get over it. Like, nobody's going to say that here. Right? Because is that what you've been hearing? Because that's what the women hear. That's what they tell me they hear before they come to see me. they've already asked. Their PCPs or whoever they're seeing does not believe in hormones. The person that they've been seeing does not acknowledge this to be a problem. So you're sleeping, that arms falling asleep. When you wake up, you get that tingling, arms are asleep. The ear itching, the painful relationships that you have to endure because it's your duty. Like, women that come here have already been there. They've already been told to not listen to their bodies and pretty much to get over it. That's not here. This is not get over it. I have options. We have things to do. And we do probably have to really tailor it to what you need. But I have options, right? We have hormones. There are things like screen cream. There are treatments like the Empower RF that sometimes we put all those things together to really bridge the gap. You're not broken. This is something that is wrong, like you're feeling that this is wrong and you don't feel like you're the person that you were. That is a normal feeling, but that does not have to be everlasting. There's options. So, is it time to book that consult? It probably is. What are you waiting for? Come have someone hear you. Come have someone say, these are some options. And there are a lot of options. I just have to have an idea what you're shooting for and why. What's important to you? Jennifer Gullen, family nurse practitioner, and I'm here at the ReJ Clinic.